video is a warm-up and get ready to go for a walk. I will also post an associated text post that has some information about how to decide how long to walk, how hard to walk, how often to walk, all related to cardiovascular exercise. But for now, what we're going to focus on is what should we do just before we step out the door. So instead of walking out cold or having just woken up in the morning and know the sun's coming up and it's going to get hot soon, run out really quickly, see if you can take 10 minutes and do a little warm up and see if that doesn't make your walk a little bit more comfortable and help you to get your heart rate up a little bit earlier on in your walk. Should make your recovery a little bit better too. The next video that I do will be the exercises that you can do to stretch and recover from your walk. So for now, let's start with getting our toes moving. It's hard to see my toes inside my shoes since my shoes and socks are on, but what I want you to imagine is that the ball of your feet is in contact with the floor. This part right here stays on the floor, and my toes are going to just wiggle. You can wiggle them from outside in or inside out. I find it's easier if you wiggle your fingers at the same time to try to get your toes to move a little bit better. This part might be easier and better done before you put your shoes and socks on so you can see your toes. But if you've got them on already, it's still a good thing to try to do and not to skip. So wiggle toes, and then we're going to lift them up and down. I'm going to keep the ball of the foot on both sides contacted with the floor. I'm just going to lift my toes up and then lower them back down. We'll lift up and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. I'm trying to keep equal weight between under the ball of my big toe, the ball under my little toe, and my heel. So I have a triangle, so I should have pretty good base of support underneath each foot. All right, now lift them up, spread them apart, and then place them on the ground. Same weight distribution, big toe, little toe, heel, nice triangle. Now we're going to challenge that position by moving our center of gravity. We're going to lean forward a little bit and then lean back a little bit. If you have a chair or a counter, or if you're outside and you've got a patio chair or a porch rail, or if you're at the park and you've got a bench, you can certainly use that as a way to support your balance while you are swaying back and forth. All right, back to the middle again. Now I'm going to shift my weight forward onto my toes and lift my heels up in a calf raise. Again, you can hang on to something while you're doing this so that you can get up as high as you can on those toes and then lower back down with control. Shifting weight back, forward, lift, up as high as you can go, lower back down, and rest. If you happen to use walking poles when you walk, you could also use them as a way to keep your balance while you're doing your warm-up. Happen to have mine right here. Up on my toes, helps me to go a little higher without worrying about falling over. Really rocking and rolling through that whole foot. Last one. Up we go, lower down, and now we're going to do the opposite. The heel is going to stay in contact with the floor. So I'm going to put my right foot in front. This one's a little more dangerous to do both at the same time unless you're holding on to something. So let's just do one in case you're not holding on. And we're just going to lift up. Getting those muscles ready that come down from the front of your shin and lift your foot and your toes up in the air so that you don't trip on those toes when you're walking. All right, I'll switch sides. Left one's in front this time. rocking back, lifting up, keeping heel in contact with the floor, and then slowly lowering it down. Lift and lower. We don't want to let it plop to the ground. Instead, we want to lower it with control. Makes it more like actual walking. All right, feet back together again. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing on this next one. I'm going to stand on my right foot, and I'm going to take my left foot and reach out, heel in front, toe in back. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. So my body's not moving, just my leg reaching forward, reaching back. Left side down. Now we're going to use the right side. Stay strong on that left hip so hips stay level. Reaching forward, pick it up, reach it back. All right, one more on this side, and back to start. So, similar exercise, but now we're going to add a weight shift forward and back to it. I'm going to keep my weight on my right side again. Left foot's going to pick up, heel, toe, lift it up, reach it back, toe, heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. So I'm taking a forward step and a backward step. If you've done the glute series, hip hinging and glute strengthening, we did a similar exercise to feel that when we step forward, right now my right glutes are working to propel me forward. When I go backwards, my left ones are working to reach behind me. So this is a good warm-up for all of those muscles in your hips before you go. All right, let's switch sides. Standing weight on the left side, reaching forward with the right heel, rolling through to your toe, lift it up, reach it back, toe, heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Left glutes working, reaching back, right glutes working, pushing me forward and reaching behind. And then back to center. We're going to do another exercise that helps with getting your arms ready, a little arm swing, but also another glute exercise in calf. It's kind of the next step in this one. I'm going to put my poles back. You can still use something to hang on to, but I wouldn't alternate. If you're going to hang on, maybe do all the same side first and then all of the other side. We're going to alternate. I'm going to have the wall here if I need it. Left arm forward, left leg back. Push back to start. Right side, both reach and back up. So left side together, right side together. I could do this one at a counter or a chair back and hold on with the hand that isn't moving. That works fine. If I feel comfortable and I can really reach both arms on the swing, that would feel good too. And then back to center. We want to get our arm swing going so that we can really use Arms to help us go faster. If you're using your poles, you're going to use your arms to help offload some of the weight from your joints in your lower body, but you're also going to use them to push off the ground to help propel you. So this little exercise is nice for arms. I'm swinging my arms. I'm doing a very little heel bounce here. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what my heels are doing. Just a little heel bounce. Toes stay in contact with the ground, and I'm just swinging my arms and bouncing my heels. All right, we are warmed up and ready to go for a walk. I'll see you back here afterwards for stretches and cool down.